Hi guys, Spiritual Butterfly here. Just coming to you from my lovely little seating area that I've made. I've been spending the last few weeks painting it and putting it all together and waiting for my big cushions to arrive. So finally I've got a little space that I can sit in and actually be in peace and do my videos when it's a beautiful evening like it is tonight. Today I wanted to talk about just, how much of a crazy life it is, and if you're watching this now and you are awakening or you're awake and this resonates with you, just to connect with the same types of people as myself. I also watch a lot of, when I can, watch a lot of spiritual talks on YouTube and other things. And yesterday, I think it might have been yesterday or the day before, I watched a brilliant talk. And the man was basically saying that, when we come into our earth vessel, it's almost like, a matrix or a maze, a game, and we come in totally blind and our heads down and we're looking at the ground, we're running slow, we're weak, we're not aware of everything that's going on around us, so we continue to keep on making the wrong move, and we're being bombarded with negative energy left, right and centre, and almost like bombs or little explosions going off here, there and everywhere, because we literally don't have a clue what we're doing here. And the more lifetimes that we come, the deeper into the slumber we actually get, or depending on the ancestral bloodline, depending on how successful your ancestral line has been in being an alchemist of the energies and awakening and seeing the patterns and things emerging around us. Towards, those of us that are waking up at this point, we're actually being successful in opening our eyes to the game, so that when we've came in, we have took the lessons and the journey, for what it was meant to be, and we've actually opened our eyes, so we're now looking up, looking around us, seeing what's what, running that little bit faster, dodging the bullets, dodging the explosions, dodging the negative energy, understanding people and things and situations for what they truly are, and being able to see things with clear eyes and a clear mind as to what's actually going on around us in the world and what we're doing here. Seeing the importance of doing the right thing and being loyal and honest and truthful and kind, being generous and trying to help everyone you can, because we really are one, and we come here as brothers and sisters, as part of the one source of all creation, our Heavenly Father and Mother. That energy is everything, and our intelligence and the messages that we're getting are definitely coming from a heavenly place. We're so lucky to be here at this time. All the ancestors before us have left such wonderful messages for us, through all the holy books, the Book of Enoch, and a lot of the books that have been hidden from us and dismissed as being not worthy or untrue. And I think there's been a lot of programming going on with every type of scenario, from the religions, being made to feel like we're not good enough, like we're not worthy, like we're gonna, burn in the hellfire if we do something wrong, and that we should be, if we make certain mistakes, that we should be full of shame. But the message that Christ actually wanted us to know was that when we do become good, pure and holy, when that process starts to happen to us, when we become better and we see things clearly, and it feels wrong to us to lie or steal or drink alcohol or, disrespect our body or, do anything bad to other people in the slightest. We needed to become very responsible and respectable people, and that's what the message was, because without that, we wouldn't be able to get to the heavenly place, because we all need to be on that high level of being responsible and respectable and good with a clean heart and a clear conscience. And the process that we're all going through at the moment, some of us are waking up sooner than others, but everybody is going to get to that point, and the more people's eyes open, the more they're going to change and start to walk the straight path home, back to connection with our Creator. So we've came from complete separation, not knowing who we are or what we're doing here or why we're here. And there's a lot of different aspects of being self-conscious or not having enough of anything. It could be money, looks, friendships, family, loved ones, your environment, the way you brought up, like all of those issues, they all have an impact on us. So it really clouds our judgment about what we're doing here. Like, if we're always busy trying to struggle and strife, and if you're busy gossiping and things like that, and you've always got your eye on what other people are doing, your own life, you can overlook your own life. And I think it's so important to just consciously live each day and make your home environment like the best you possibly can with what you're working with, and to be the best possible parent and sister and friend and daughter and partner, and just really work on yourself and work on all your insecurities and doubts and fears. Really get into your meditation and eat very healthily. Me and my sister were saying the other day that when we used to think about people that believed in God, we had this image of these really boring people with shirts and ties on, and that they just weren't fun, and they weren't, we both said we had a really strange image of what a believer looked like, and until it happened, I was searching and searching and searching my whole life to find my God, my Creator, and also who I was. Like, I'd really struggled for a lot of years with life in general, and also not understanding, just constantly knocking on that door. And as they say, if you knock on the door, if you knock and knock and knock, the door will be answered, and when the door is answered and you realise that, you don't have to become somebody else, you can just be you, but the best, most kind, generous and healthy version of you. And, it's a process. Like, I have changed so much about myself, but there's still other things that I want to change. Like, I still have not stopped smoking, and that's my one last bad habit that I really need to stop. And I just feel really disappointed with myself that I still have not stopped it, when I know that it's doing my body so much bad, which is really, really just the most ridiculous thing ever. Oh my gosh, there's a moth. But I think if we can work on ourselves and our addictions and our, bad habits and negative self-talk, and just really quieten down our mind and really work on every aspect of our life, we really can just achieve so much, personally and all together as one, because our vibration affects each other, and so as we raise in vibration, we're all going to raise, and we need to be there for each other during this process. I just wanted to mention George Floyd, God rest his soul. What a horrific way to go, and God bless him. It must have been so traumatic, and to think that the people that we have put in charge, and actually they've just took charge of us, and they're meant to serve and protect, to think that they have just abused their power in such a horrific and what monsters to be able to do that to somebody. And I think that the power that they've got is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, they deserve life imprisonment. I'm not an evil person, so I literally don't agree with, like, you know, the death sentence or whatever, but I definitely believe that these people should be off our streets. Like, how can this police brutality carry on for any longer? And to just introduce martial law for, you know, the scenario that people are quite clearly just so outraged and upset about the whole thing. But it shouldn't ever be about, you know, black against white or white against black or Asian against white and all of us, you know, against China or things like that. We really need to see things for what they are and realise that, you know, it should be all of us as one against racism and all of us as one against any corruption or damaging behaviour that has literally been done to us human beings for centuries. And in so many countries there is just so much wrong with the way the systems are run, and, you know, we really do deserve freedom, but I think we need to be very responsible for that freedom to be able to come to us. We need to be accountable, each one of us, for our own actions, thoughts, decisions and words. So it's going to be a process, but, you know, my heart really does go out to the family and friends of George Floyd, and God rest his soul. You know, he's in heaven now. He's with the angels, he's with the Lord, and he did the job that he came to do, and that was to raise awareness for this police brutality. And, you know, that's the way that the world unfortunately wakes us up and teaches us things. It's through the lessons and the hardships. And so hopefully there can be great change from this time. I just hope that everybody's doing well and keeping the spirits up and staying strong, and never let yourself fall into fear mode. Just always try and remain in a positive mindset no matter what's going on around you. You know, you can't afford to let yourself slip into fear mode or into failure mode. You've got to keep on striving forward and pushing through whatever energies come your way and scenarios, and we will all get there together in the end. So just sending you all so much love and blessings. Take care of yourself, everybody, and I'll be back soon with another video. Thank you.